Spreadsheet creation with Excel, the big recap. Over the course of this term, we have learned spreadsheet creation with Excel that touches on two big areas, data and practices, as well as spreadsheets. Within spreadsheets itself, we have learned the different parts of a spreadsheet and, very importantly, the skills needed to make them on Excel. So in Excel, we have explored these areas: how to format our spreadsheet cells and text, how to add and insert formulas and functions, how to sort and filter the data we have added, and how to create tables and charts from our data. Now let's recap each of them, starting with data and practices. So we learned that data are collections of facts that are everywhere. And why do people work with data? Is because they want to answer questions or they want to tell stories. We learned that there are different types of data: qualitative, which involve data with words, and quantitative, data with numbers. And we learned that for quantitative data with numbers, numbers can either be discrete or continuous. We also learned that for data, people do a lot of different practices with them. The first would be collection, where they collect data using surveys and research. Visualization, where they try to make data understandable using tables and charts. And finally, analysis, where they draw conclusions and make comments about their data to tell a story. So we have covered data and practices. Now let's move on to the big part of what we have learned this term, which is on spreadsheets. So parts of a spreadsheet. This is how a typical spreadsheet looks like on Excel. Let's recap the different parts together. Right on top, we see the ribbon that comprises of different tabs. Clicking on each tab will have its own different sets of tools that you can use. Over at the bottom of a spreadsheet, we will see the title of a worksheet. So one spreadsheet can have different worksheets within it. In the middle of a spreadsheet, you will notice that a spreadsheet is made up of many little boxes we call cells. When you click on a cell, you will be able to see its cell name and what's inside it through the formula bar that is just above the cell title header. Now, cells in a spreadsheet are arranged by rows and columns. So rows are numbered and they are always horizontal, whereas columns are vertical and they are lettered. So that is also where the cell gets its name from the column and the row headers. So that's parts of a spreadsheet. Now let's look at the more important part, how we can use Excel to create our spreadsheets and work with data. Using Excel. Once you have added your data into Excel, you can format your text and your style using the Home tab tools. Simply start by selecting your cell or data and looking at the font option to change the font name, its size, and options such as style. You can bold it, italics, underline, double underline, or strike through. If you wish to undo your action, just simply click back onto it. And you can also change the color of your font by clicking onto the font color option and choosing a suitable color. If you wish to, you can also change the alignment of your text, which is how it's positioned, by using the 6 alignment options. For example, align center, that brings your text to the center of the cell. You can also choose to wrap text, which will send longer text to a second row within your cell. Next, let's look at formatting a cell. Sometimes we might want to change the size of our cells. So to do that, simply click onto the column header of your cell or the row header and just drag the lines beside it. You can either drag it manually or double click to automatically resize the cell to fit. You can also change the fill color of your cell by selecting on it and then clicking onto the Fill Color To option to choose a color for your cell fill. You can also choose to merge some of your cells together. For example, if I want to merge this total cell together with the two empty cells beside it, I can simply click and drag over them and click on Merge and Center. Finally, if you wish to add a border around your cell, you can simply select the cells that you wish to add a border to, go to your border option and select a border style, such as all borders, to add a line around each cell. So this is how you can do simple formatting on Excel using the font and alignment options under the Home tab. In Excel, we also learned that we can add formulas and functions to our cells. To do this, simply click onto a cell and type in a function or a formula. If you want to do a simple formula, you can just type in an addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. So for example, for this cell, if I want to calculate the cost, which is price times quantity, I simply need to click the cell that I want, add in my math operator, and click the next cell that I want. So this is price times quantity. Press enter, and that's your formula that you get. If you wish to copy your formula to other cells, simply go to the bottom right corner of the cell, which is called the fill handle, click and drag it to the other cells that you wish to copy the formula to. You can also do this to copy data or continue a series of data. To add a function formula, simply click onto the cell that you want and look for the Insert tab on the Excel spreadsheet. You will be able to see a function option, so click on that, and all you need to do is pick out a function that you wish to have. If I'm doing a total, I am doing a sum. So I will click the formula that I want and click OK. And what I would need to do next is just to select the range of cells that I wish to add into my formula. Once done, press enter. And there you go. That's how to add simple formulas and functions into Excel. We also learned that in Excel, we can sort and filter out a set of data. So to do this, simply click onto or select your range of data and look at the Data tab on the ribbon. Click on that and you will be able to see the sort and filter functions over here. If you wish to sort your data in ascending order, clicking on this will allow you to sort your data from A to Z or smallest to biggest. If you were to click on Sort Descending, Z to A, this will allow you to sort your data from biggest to smallest or from Z to A. You can also choose to do a filter, and this will allow you to add filter arrows to your header or first row of each data set, and from here you will be able to select your filter options, whether you want to select to see certain options. And once you're done, you can also choose to select back the arrow and clear it so that you can see your full data again. To format your data as a table in Excel, simply select your data that you wish to change. Go to the Home tab of Excel and look for the Format as Table option. From here, clicking on it will allow you to choose a theme for your table or a style. And once done, you will see a pop-up to ask you to check if your table has headers or not. If it does, do remember to tick it. When you have clicked OK, you will see that your data has been formatted to a table with the table style that you have chosen, and each of the header will come with filter arrows that will allow you to filter out your data within your table as well. If you wish to modify your table, simply click onto a cell within your table and you will see a Table Design tab pop up on the top of the Excel ribbon. Click on this and you will see options to modify your table, whether you want to change its style or add additional rows such as a total row, or change properties of your first and last column. We have also learned how we can insert charts into Excel. To do this, simply have a set of data ready and select out the data that you wish to insert a chart for. In this case, I'm going to select just column A, hold Control and select column D as well. Once done, I'm going to go to the Insert tab of Excel and look for the Charts option. We learned that in Excel you can insert several charts, such as the column, line, pie, bar, area, and other charts. For this chart, I'm going to insert a pie chart. So once you click onto a chart option, you can choose a style that you wish to have. Once done, you will see your chart generated out, and you can resize it and position it anywhere you like on your spreadsheet. If you wish to modify parts of your chart, simply click onto your chart and look for the Chart button on the Excel ribbon tab. From here, you will be able to modify different parts of your chart, including changing the chart as well as changing its labels. If I wish to edit the title of my chart, I can just go to the chart title under Labels, Edit, and change the chart title. Once done, click OK and you will see your changes reflected in your chart. So we have finished learning and recapping all the different parts of Excel that we have learned. So well done. There are lots of things you can do on Excel, so it's all about exploring and trying out things, so don't be afraid of it. But right now, let's put our current knowledge to the test to see how much you have remembered.